Nothing exists. Nothing. It is so not possible to understand. It is not possible to understand. Nothing is, because you wake up in the morning, you go brush your teeth, wash, make breakfast, sit and look outside, sun shining. Well, it's not existing at all. There's no sun shining. There's no breakfast. There's no brushing teeth. There's nothing. It is just, oh my goodness, it is. When you understand nothing exists, there arises the question, who is asking? And who is understanding and who is knowing it? There is an entity. It is not a person, it is not formed, it is not visible, but it knows. And you might understand it a little bit when somebody tells you something and you have heard about it, then you know. And what is know? What is knowing? Knowing, you cannot put it in a bag and take it with you. You cannot carry it, you cannot touch it, but knowing exists. To know is something that is. Well, then there is something that you can know and that you cannot know. That are things you can point at. But the word knowing is amazing. You need something to know it with. But there is no one. So knowing is independent. But when there is nothing to know, it still cannot exist because it is depending on something to know. What is it? This is a strange thing to understand. What I mean to say is, the example of knowing, you know that you know, but knowing is not something that you can point at. In the same way, I point at the word existence. There is no existence, and something knows that. You don't go downstairs in the morning making breakfast. There is no one. It does not exist. And even the taste of the breakfast, it is not there. You are not there. There is no thing, there is nothing. But there is the knowing of it. And the knowing is only possible after having experienced it. So there must be an experiencer. But there is no one. The only really thing that exists is possibility. Suppose there is a possibility to do something, for example, going down in the morning and have your breakfast. Suppose that is possible. Then you could see a form doing that. You could see the image. You could imagine it. That is the possibility of what is possible. But possible, it's possible, that means that it is not there. It's only image, it is imagination, it is making up the story of having breakfast or whatever we do on earth, making up an earth, making up a cosmos, making up making up images, colors, movements, and that is done by possibility. The only thing that's a good word that approaches a bit what is the source, the core of where things arise from. There is nothing that arises from that core. There is not even a core, there is nothing. It's possible. And possibility, you cannot take it out of the drawer and take it with you in a bag or in your whatever. You cannot see possibility. Only the possibility can see. Possibility can make things up, imagine things. That's the only thing that touches close to the truth, the reality. The reality is energy that is not used, or possibility that is not working, not doing anything. It's possible, but it is not working. The only thing arises out of it is a movie, a dream, images. And we are so stuck to the images that we think it's real, and that's why we suffer, why we long for peace and rest. That's not real, but it feels real. It's possible. The possibility says I go out in the movements I make, I imagine, and then in that movements I long back to my peace. It's all possible. And this whole journey is not taking place. It's only possible. It's only in an idea. And the proof of that is in a deep sleep, no idea, no nothing, 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 nothing. Only the silent peace that you are. What a strange world we live in. We don't live in this strange world because it doesn't exist. The more you are convinced of this truth, the more happiness arises. Sat, Chit, Ananda. To Sat is to be what you are, possible. And Chit is to know that you are this possibility. It's not real, it is possible what you do. You don't do it, it's possible. And that brings Ananda, bliss, happiness. Happy, happy, happy. The more you think of it, the more you see it, the more it enters your possibility of being. You just are possible. That's the greatest bliss, and the fantasy comes out. And you see that you are not that fantasy. But you can play again if you want to. Go in possibilities. But you still remain that possibility. It's not real what comes out. You, possible, are the only thing existing. Possibility. Although it's not existing, we all can image somebody coming out of the bed and making breakfast. We can see it, although it is not there now. That's because we have the possibility to imagine things, the capacity to make up, to fantasize. That's what is, because when I say, suppose you were on a tropic island and the smooth sea is blue and the beach is yellow and you are laying in the sunshine and you feel the warmth on your skin, soft wind and the palm trees waving, the seabirds going by. You see it. I bet you see it. But you are just sitting in a chair in your house, or I think. But what magic is it that we both can see this island while we're not there? You know what I mean? It's possibility. It is possible to imagine an island and then you see it. You can be there. And you even feel the warmth of the sun and the sand on your skin after the swim. And you can feel hungry and thirsty and you go for something to drink and eat the sandwich or what they sell there, what they have. Fish and potatoes. But that's fantasy. It arises from what? It arises and it enters and you see it. We both can see it. That's what life is. The whole creation. It is all imagination from that which is possible to imagine it. It's not real. You see the island. You are with me on that island. But we are not there. But still we are there. So this is what creation is, what life on earth is. But we trust it and we believe it so hard and so deep that we start to feel the living body. And we start to feel the pain in the knees and in the headaches, and we start to feel tired in the evening, and we want to have breakfast in the morning. It is all imagination of the one thing possible. There is not a thing. It is not, but it is possible. And what is possible is nothing. No, there's a little. You see it. There's possibility. Oh, no, there. Yes. I thought. No, that's possibility. You see it there? No, you cannot see it because this is it. Possibility. That's freedom. Freedom of what? Freedom of thinking it's real. Freedom of the illusion. Free from the illusion, the Maya. And it still goes on. There's no one who pushes on the button to end it. Because it's not there. You cannot end what is not there. It will end by itself. Finally, we are back in our reality. Oh, that's the bliss. That's the greatest bliss. You have to make up things to let it go. That's the only thing. To join a movie, you have to go to the cinema and watch it. There's no other way. To feel warmth, you have to go outside in the freezing cold and come back in the warmth. There's no other way. You have to experience. And because it is made up, we can just let go. Let the fantasy go, it will end itself. The candle burns till there is no candle anymore. And then it's all fantasy of possibility. The only thing that you are is possibility. Well, now you can dream whatever you want. Dream happiness and you will feel it, because even you dream being unhappy, you feel that too. It's not real, but you feel it. The same way you can feel happiness, you will feel it, and that's real. Not because you think of something that makes you happy, because to know that you are only possibility, you are not all that. That's the happiness. Bliss, we are bliss and blessings, and no words for that. There's no word for that, what you are. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You have to feel bad first to be relieved. What a relief when something is gone, some bad feelings are happening. And then you realize both of them were not real. Not the bad feelings and not the relief. My, such a... It is sad that Ramana Maharshi was crying because the world did not disappear. I cry with him. There are days that you can... But it's all in the game. It is good when you feel because then you realize it is bringing you wisdom. That it is not real, it is not bad, it is not happening. It is just mind stuff. It's the way you see things, and that you can change. So the becomes hey. And still I think this is a shit game. This whole creation. Wow, I am so happy when I in the bed and drop away, because there are days that you are really in your personal separated feeling of ego, and it won't disappear. You only can see that it is a play. You see it from the distance, and then you see, oh, look, that poor woman there. Look, that person there, she's lost the way. She's in her ego and searching for totality. Oh, the poor one. Look at her. And then you laugh, because you are not that one searching. The wisdom is here, but the experience slowly follows. First the knowing, then the feeling, and then the letting go. As my shirt says, relax. Nothing is under control. The Buddha. Nothing is under control. When I wear this shirt, then the things are coming up in the experience. But it is not there, it's not real. I am convinced it is not real, it is not existing. It's only suppose that, and then this feeling comes. You have it, all the world has it, but they are not aware. And when you are aware that you have it, you can see it come and go. Keep the courage. It will pass. You will remain the witness. And then you go back in the source of possibility. Possibilities that have not started yet. But you will be so blissed, because only imagining it gives you the bliss feeling. So go on, every new day till you finally finish the game. Follow the master. No, what said Baba? The 4 F's. Follow the master, face the devil, fight till the end, finish the game. Yes, you will succeed. You will succeed. Bless you. Whatever the circumstances, it stands around, in a circle around you. Whatever the circumstances, never forget that inside you is the core of all, the source of the movements. The silent source, emptiness. Out of the emptiness appear movements, thoughts, words. It's all the same. It's all the same crap. Whatever appears out of it, don't follow it. And if you follow it, well, go through. And you will see you didn't have to. Yeah, in the beginning, you have to go through all experience and feelings and emotions so that you can be aware what it actually is, that emotion. It's motion, it moves. It moves out of the core that you are, the emptiness. It moves towards the creation of your ideas. Oh, I don't like that. Oh, that's bad. I don't want it. That is the idea, the motion comes out of the nothingness which is in you. The source, the emptiness. The freedom, the not yet, the possibility but not yet being. That is now here, and it was there 50,000 years ago, and it will be there millions of years after now, because time does not exist there. There is no time in that spaceless empty inside you. That what is. And out of that comes movement, emotions, motion towards the creation, and there you have dislikes and likes, and well, we know duality. But then we divide our not beingness in what is and what we don't want to have. What we have and we don't want. There we divide ourselves. As soon as you come out of this emptiness in, oh, suppose I will, maybe this is here, then you are in duality. Because you are already stepped out of the peace and the silence into a form. And a form that's not the reality. You are in the untruth. You are living in the untruth. And in the untruth, there are things you want and there are things you don't want, but both are untrue. This is so silly. This is so silly what we are doing. But indeed we cannot avoid it. We have to go through only to be aware of the silence. The eternal silence which knows. It is knowing right now. There's no you. There's no it. There's no God. There's nothingness. But this nothingness knows. it knows right now. So don't flow with your in the creation. Don't divide yourself in duality. You had it enough, it's enough. Of course, you wake up in the morning. You are in duality, but that which knows is with you in the duality and in the prejudices and the dislikes. It is always aware, but it is silent by itself. So you are not the person wanting things. You are that which sees the person wanting things, and you are this silent, unmoving state by means of all this movement knows it is silent. You cannot repeat it enough. It has to be repeated daily until it is stable and doesn't change anymore the state of your being. Go in the duality, go in the world, do whatever, but know that this silence is carrying it all. It's beyond the I am. It's beyond God. Real God is nothingness. Nothingness, that's what you are. You can feel it. There is something that can feel it. It's that which is inside you that knows. Thank you, experiences. Thank you for bringing me in the duality so that I could know I am here, formless, placeless, timeless. Ananda bliss, peace, silent. So silence is the best, and you are that day in, day out. No matter how much talking, but the talking is needed to be deeply, deeply stable and aware of this. Sai Baba says, the truth shall fill you, no words shall remain. I saw that maybe 20 years ago, and it hit me, and now it is felt. No words shall remain. Be blessed.